Okay, we'll be looking at how you count the occurrence of values, and then based on certain conditions. So in this case, we are going to be using the function called COUNTIF and also COUNTIFs. So we are also going to follow just the same way all of these work, right? So then what we have is this: we have average of, let me say, count of number of numbers greater than 30. So we want to count, okay, how many numbers are here that are greater than 30? So what we do is we use the COUNTIF, and the range is here. This is the range. So, and then the criteria we are giving to it is that is greater than 30. So we say greater than 30. Oh, sorry. It's greater than 30. So it's saying 8. So let's check if it's right or not. So numbers that are greater than 30 here. This is greater 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you see that's correct, right? So it's only going to count how many numbers that you have on this, in this particular range, and see which of them is greater than 30 based on the conditions that you supply. So let's continue further. Let's say count of numbers greater, okay, I think numbers less than 30, right? So let's say that we use the count here. We use the COUNTIF and then the range, which is our usual range. So then we have the criteria. It has to be less than 30 in this case. So what we do is it's less than 30. So numbers are less than 30. Say 3. Let's count it and see. This is 1. It's less than 30. 2. And this and 3. So basically all the ones highlighted in green, they are less than 30. So let's now use the other function, which gives us, which we can use multiple criteria to find it out. So we can say count of numbers greater than 30, but less than 60. So this is what we do here, just the same way we've worked with sum, average, and all that. So we're going to have this as COUNTIFs. So let me write that well, COUNTIFs. And so we select the criteria range here. So this is the criteria range, and we give it the very first criteria. So what's the criteria here? The criteria we are giving this is all numbers are greater than 30, right? We want it to be greater than 30. Then the criteria range 2, we select the criteria, then we say numbers that is less than, greater than 30 but less than 60. So it's saying the number is 4. So which of those numbers, which is 45, 42, 32, and 54. So this is basically how you use the, the count, the count if functions, right? Because it's going to help you to be able to, calculate based on a particular condition. Instead of you having to figure it out yourself, wanting to count it one after the other, you can easily just do that by counting how many inputs do I have that is greater than 60, how many inputs do I have that is greater than 60, less than 30, or even not 0. So these are ways you are this is a very basic way for you to assess it. And yeah, thank you very much.